someone told me that he has doubt in question number 6. Okay, so first of all we will be doing question number 6, then we will move on to question number 18. So we are doing question number 6. What is given? You have 2x cube minus 9x square plus 8. First number 3x square minus 6x minus 5, 7x cube minus 10x plus 1, and 3 plus 2x minus 5x square minus 4x cube. Okay, so what we have, this one is the number where we have 4 terms, and all the other 3, they have 3 terms. In this we have 3 terms, and here we have 4 terms. Since we are adding, we can write down this one first, and while we write down this one, we will maintain the order that we will take the x cube related term first, then x square related term second, then x related, and then the constant. So we are rewriting this one actually. So it will become minus 4x cube minus 5x square plus 2x plus 3, minus 4x cube minus 5x square plus 2x plus 3. Next we will be writing this one, and this one. First term is 2x cube, it is plus, so write it here, 2x cube. Next one is minus 9x square, so minus 9x square. Then plus 8. We do not have any x related sum here, so we will move on to the constant part, plus 8. Okay, you can add 0 here or just keep a blank space. Okay, next one, this is done, next one is this one, 3x square. So this is x square related term, plus 3, so we write here plus 3x square. Next one, minus 6x, minus 6x. Then minus 5, constant part. Here 7x cube, plus 7x cube actually. And here for this third one, we do not have any x related term, so put a 0 over here. 7x cube. Next one, minus 10x. So we do not have any x square related term. Put a 0 over here. Minus 10x plus 1. Clear? Now you can easily add all these 3. Right? Adding. Yes, who is there? Tell me. Plus 3 plus 8 plus 1. So plus 12 minus 5, that is plus 7. Plus 2x minus 6x minus 10x. So these two are minus and they are of same sign. So minus 6x and minus 10x. It will be minus 16x. Minus 16x plus 2x. So it will be minus 14x. Any doubt? Next one. Minus 5x square minus 9x square. Same sign, so we have to add them. So it will be minus 14x square. Minus 14x square and plus 3x square. So it will be minus 11x square. For the last one, plus 2 plus 7, so plus 9, plus 9x cube minus 4x cube. So it will be plus 5x cube. Your sum is done. Okay. Yes. So our next question, question number 18. Read the question carefully. What is given in the question? what must be subtracted? What must be subtracted from, what must be subtracted? I am writing down the whole question. What must be subtracted from, what is the expression? 3a square minus 6ab minus 3b square plus 1 to get 4x square minus 7ab minus 4b square plus 1. So this is your question. Look, sorry, it is 7a square, I guess. 4a square. Yes, it is 4a square. What must be subtracted from 3a square minus 6ab minus 3b square minus 1? What I am writing today? Minus 1 to get 4a square minus 7ab minus 4b square plus 1. Okay. Now look, in both the expression we do not have x. So we can take that we have to subtract x from this expression to get this expression. You can do it directly, but I will suggest try to solve this type of sums. Whenever there is given what must be subtracted or what must be added, try to take it x if x is not present in the given expressions. If x is present there, then try to take y or z or anything else other than x. So here we will write, let the required number be x. If you are done, continue with question number 19 and 20. Let the required number be x. So therefore by the problem, what is given? We have to subtract x from this one to get this one. So write this expression first. 3a square minus 6ab minus 3b square minus 1. Minus x, we are subtracting x from this expression to get 4a square minus 7ab minus 4b square plus 1. So look, what we can do? We can take this minus x to the right hand side, put this expression in bracket. We can take this minus x to the right hand side so that it will become plus x, and we can take the whole expression of the right hand side to the left hand side. We can take the whole expression on the right hand side to the left hand side. So what we can write? That imply, keep the first expression as it is, 3a square minus 6ab minus 3b square minus 1. Now look, the whole expression, it is on the right hand side and it has no sign, means it is plus. So when we take this whole expression to the left hand side, it will become minus. So minus of 4a square minus 7ab minus 4b square plus 1, and we are taking this x to the right hand side, so it will become equal to x. Okay. Now look, we are putting a second bracket. You can use a first bracket also. Okay. You can use a first bracket also, or you can use a second bracket. So if we want to take a first bracket, then what we have to do? Write down the first expression, 3a square minus 6ab minus 3b square minus 1. Now look, minus of this one. So that means the sign of each term will change. It do not have any sign, means it is plus. So plus into minus, it will become minus 4 a square. Minus minus plus 7ab. Minus into minus plus 4b square. Minus into plus minus 1. Second, first bracket close. On the right hand side we have x. Now look, 3a square and minus 4a square. 3 is plus, minus 4 is square, it is minus. So if we add them, we can do another line. We can write down another line where we take the like terms together. 3a square and minus 4a square, they are like terms. So we are writing these two together. Next one, minus 6ab and plus 7ab. We are taking these two like terms together. Then minus 3b square plus 4b square. We are taking these two like terms together. And minus 1 equal to x. Okay. So now calculate 3a square plus minus 4b square, 4a square. So it will become minus a square. Next, minus 6ab plus 7ab. So you are left with only ab, 1ab, that means only ab. Minus 3b square plus 4b square. So plus b square. Minus 1 minus 2 equal to x. Okay. Now look, this is left hand side, this is right hand side. If left hand side equal to right hand side, so you can easily write right hand side equal to left hand side, that is x equal to minus a square plus ab plus b square minus 2. Okay. Check it with your answer. Yes. Now read question number 19. Two adjacent sides of a rectangle. Two adjacent sides of a rectangle are 5x square minus 3y square. Suppose this is 5x square minus 3y square and x square plus 2x. X square plus 2xy. Okay. Now look, what is an adjacent side of a rectangle? Adjacent means this side, they have a common vertex. So these two are adjacent sides. Again, this side and this side, they have a common vertex. So these two are also adjacent sides. Okay. Now look, this one is 5x square minus 3y square. This is x square plus 2xy. Adjacent sides. I am drawing another figure of a rectangle where this is A and this is, wait for 1 minute. So we have drawn a rectangle whose adjacent sides are A and B. Okay. So what will be the perimeter of this rectangle? This one we can consider as length and this one we can consider as breadth. So what is the formula to find out perimeter? 2 times length into breadth. 2 times length into, 2 times length plus breadth. That is, for this figure it will be 2 into A plus B. 2 times length plus breadth. Why? If this is A, so this will be A. Since in a rectangle, the opposite sides are equal, this is B, so this one will be B. So 2 times A plus B means 2A plus 2B. 2A means A plus A, again B plus B. So 2A plus 2B. Okay, so this is the formula to find out perimeter of a rectangle. So in this figure, if we consider this one as the length and this one as the breadth, so what will be the perimeter? 2 times length plus breadth. So that is, your answer will be 2 into this one plus this one. Clear? So write down the perimeter of a rectangle equal to 2 into length plus breadth. Okay, you have to draw this figure. Now if you need, for your benefit, you can draw this figure also and write down the formula. Okay, so 2 into, we have considered this one as the length, so write it here, 5x square minus 3y square plus breadth is this one, x square plus 2xy, second bracket close. This much unit. Look, no unit is given since these are algebraic expressions. But we all know, if length and breadth are in centimeter, then the perimeter will also be in same unit, centimeter. We can convert it into meter or whatever, but if length and breadth are in centimeter, then the perimeter will also be in that unit. So 2 into this one plus this one, calculate. Omit the first brackets, 5x square minus 3y square. Then plus into this one, that means x square plus 2xy. Okay. So 2 into 5x square plus x square, that is 6x square. Look, we have only term where minus 3y square is given. We have only one term related to y square. So keep it as it is. Again, we have only one term related to xy. So it is 2xy. This much unit. Now multiply 2 with each term. Because 2 is in the form of multiplication with this expression. So multiply 2 with this. 2 into 6, 12x square. 2 into minus 3y, minus 6y square. 2 into plus 2xy, 4xy. So this is your perimeter. Okay. So write down the answer line. Therefore the perimeter of the rectangle is this one unit. Okay, write down the answer line. Therefore the perimeter of the rectangle is this one. This will be, I am making this one as the answer line. Therefore the perimeter of the rectangle is 12x square minus 6y square plus 4xy. This much unit. Any doubt, anyone? Any doubt? Any doubt, anyone? Now our next sum is question number 20. This is the last sum of this exercise, exercise 6A. Read it carefully. The perimeter of a triangle is 6p square. I am denoting P, writing P for perimeter. Perimeter is given 6p square minus 4p plus 9. Okay, this is the perimeter, and two sides are given p square minus 2p plus 1 and another side is p square minus 5p, p square minus 5p plus 3. Okay, you may be confused, that's why I am writing perimeter, the whole thing. Perimeter equal to this one. One side is this one, another side is this one. Now, this will be clear what you have to do when I give you a numerical examples. Let ABC be a triangle where perimeter of triangle ABC is 50. I am taking an example. Okay, that is not related to this sum. We have taken a triangle ABC whose perimeter is 50 centimeter. Now, if AB is 20 centimeter and BC is 15 centimeter, can you find out the value of AC, the measurement of AC? Can you find out? Look at this example. Perimeter of a triangle we have considered ABC is 50. One side is AB equal to 20 centimeter, another side BC equal to 15 centimeter. What will be the value of the third side? Before I solve this one, tell me what is the perimeter of a triangle. Perimeter of a triangle is sum of all the three sides of the triangle. So here this one plus length of AC will give you 50. This is 20, this is 15. So it must be 15 because perimeter means sum of all the three sides for a triangle. So 20 plus 15 plus 15, it gives you 50. So how did you find that? How did you find that 15? Perimeter is 50 minus sum of the known two sides 20 plus 15. Okay, this is perimeter is sum of the three sides. So from sum of three sides, if we subtract sum of two sides, we will easily get the third side. So 50 minus 35, so 15 centimeter. Okay, we have to follow the same method, same thing for this question number 20. Perimeter is 6p square minus 4p plus 9. So this is sum of three sides. Two sides are known. So what we have to do? The third side will be this one minus this one plus this one. Clear? Okay. So let us do it. Wait. So write down the third side of the triangle is this one, perimeter 6p square minus 4p plus 9 minus, put a second bracket, this one plus this one. First one is p square minus 2p plus 1. Second one is p square minus 5p plus 3. Okay. So keep the first term as it is, 6p square minus 4p plus 9. It is 9 and p square minus 2p plus 1. If we multiply plus with the whole expression, it will remain same. So plus p square minus 5p plus 3. Okay, calculate it. Keep the first term as it is, minus p square and p square, so 2p square, minus 2p minus 5p, minus 2p minus 5p, minus 7p, plus 1 plus 3, so plus 4. Okay, now look, after this step I am writing here. Okay, so 6p square minus 4p plus 9, write it. Now we have minus. When we multiply by minus, sign will change, so it will become minus 2p square, minus into minus plus, plus 7p, it is p not b. Okay, 7p minus into plus, minus 4. Calculate it. 6p square minus 2p square, 4p square, minus 4p plus 7p, so plus 3p, plus 9 minus 4 plus 5. Just check it whether you have got this answer or not. Somojit, I copied this sum wrong. It will be 3p square. So here it will be 3p square. Our sum is correct. Yes, our sum is correct by when we take p square minus 2p plus 1 and p square minus 5p plus 3. Okay. But we have 3 over here, so make it 3. So it will be 3. So it will be plus p square plus 3p square, 4p square. So 6p square, it will be 4p square. Okay, so it will be 6p square minus 4p square, that is 2p square. Now check the answer. It is very important that you copy the sum correctly. Otherwise, if you make one single mistake as we did here, the whole result changes. But the procedure is correct. Procedure is correct, but if we miss out these 3, then the result will change. So be careful when you copy the sum.